All of you open your IIT textbook, page number 6. In the last session, we have discussed about the types of fractions. In that, we have discussed about the proper fraction, improper fraction, and we have discussed few of the properties regarding the proper fraction and improper fraction. And after that, we have discussed about the mixed fraction. Now, see here in page number 6.5. Here, they have given some points. Now, we will see that one after the other. The fifth one, what they have given here, a fraction whose denominator is a multiple of 10. That we call it as a decimal fraction. It is also one type of fraction. What it states here, if you consider here 2 by 10, consider here 3 by 100 or 5 by 1000. Here this one, you can write it as 2 by 10. And here this one you can write it as 2 by 10, 3 by 10 square, because here 2 zeros are there, and similarly you can write this one as 5 by 10 cube, because here 3 zeros are there. So here we are writing these fractions such that here the denominator is in the multiple of 10. You know that it is a multiple of 10 and this number is also a multiple of 10. Such type of fractions we call it as a decimal fractions. Here these are the examples: 2 by 10, 3 by 10, or otherwise 5 by 100, 6 by 1000, 7 by 10,000. These are all the examples which are nothing but the decimal fractions. So what is the meaning of the decimal fraction? A fraction whose denominator is a multiple of 10. Such type of fractions we call it as a decimal fractions. Now see the next point. They have defined about the vulgar fractions. So what is meant by the vulgar fractions? Fractions having the denominators as whole numbers. That means here, if you consider any fraction, that should belong to the vulgar fraction. Because here, what is the condition to say the fraction is the vulgar fraction or not? If the denominator is a whole number. So here, let us consider the denominators as whole numbers. So 1 by 2 is a whole number, right? And similarly 1 by 3. And after that 2 by 5. These are all the examples of the vulgar fraction. So, what is the meaning of the vulgar fraction? A fraction whose denominator is a whole number. Such type of fractions we call it as a vulgar fraction. These are the examples of the vulgar fractions, because here you can observe that the denominators are the whole numbers. Now see the next one. Here they have said about the equivalent fraction. So the next one, which is the equivalent fractions. So what is the meaning of the equivalent fractions? That means here, if you have given any fraction, you can write that fraction as the you can write more equivalent fractions of the given number. So how do you write? So if you have given any fraction, if you want to find the equivalent fraction of the given fraction, you need to multiply and divide with the same number, so that you will get the equivalent fractions of the given number. Let us see here one example. Suppose if you want to find the equivalent fractions of some 2 by 5. Suppose if you want to find the equivalent fractions of 2 by 5. So here what we need to do? Here take the fraction. How many equivalent fractions do you want to write? Let us suppose if you want to write 3 equivalent fractions. 3 equivalent fractions of 2 by 5. So here what we need to do here, you need to consider the fraction and you need to multiply the number. Here which number by your choice. You can take any number, non-zero number you need to take here. Here if you take any number, let us, I am taking here 3. So you need to take the same number in the denominator. So that what you will get here, the answer which is 2 into 3 which is 6 and 5 into 3 which is 15. So here you can observe that here the equivalent fraction of 2 by 5 is 6 by 15. So how do you find the equivalent fraction? If you have given any fraction, you need to multiply some number such that that number should be, you need to multiply the number, same number to the numerator and the denominator, so that you will get the equivalent fraction. Suppose if you want to find 2 more equivalent fractions of the same number, consider here 2 by 5. So here you need to multiply 25. And again this is the equivalent fraction of 2 by 5. Since we want to find three equivalent fractions, again consider the same fraction which is 2 by 5 and multiply with the same, multiply and divide the same number. Here I will take here some 7. So write it here 7 and here also some 7. Right? Here what you will get here 2 into 7 which is 14 and 7 5s are 35. So here what are the equivalent fractions of 2 by 5? We got which is 6 by 15 and the next one which is 10 by 25 and the next one which is 14 by 35. Here you can find infinitely equivalent fractions of the given fraction by multiplying the same number and dividing with the same number. I can multiply here 2 by 2, 3 by 3, 4 by 4, 7 by 7, 100 by 100, your wish. So that you will get the equivalent fraction. Like this, you can write the equivalent fractions of the given fraction. So here, what is meant by the equivalent fraction? So we got it here. Equivalent fractions of 2 by 5 is 6 by 15, 10 by 25 and 14 by 35. These are the equivalent fractions of 2 by 15. And what is the meaning of equivalent fractions is nothing but these all fractions are equal. Here equivalent, the name itself says these fractions, all these fractions are equal. So why all these fractions are equal? Let us see here. Here this value is 2 by 5. Let us write these fractions in the simplest form. So here you can observe that here 6 and 15. These two numbers will get cancelled by the 3 table. Right here 3 2s are 6 and 3 5s are 15. So what is the remaining left out, which is 2 by 5. Now if you see here 10 by 25, here these two numbers are the multiples of 5. So here again 5 2s are 10, 5 5s are 25. So what is this value again? You are getting here 2 by 5. And you can observe here these two numbers are the multiples of 7. So here 7 2s are 14, 7 5s are 35. Again you are getting here 2 by 5. So we have written this 2 by 5 as 6 by 15, 10 by 25, 14 by 35. You can observe that after cancelling all the fractions will become the 2 by 5. That's why we are saying here these are the equivalent fractions. So what is meant by the equivalent fraction? If you have given any fraction, if you multiply the same number to the numerator and the denominator, you will get the equivalent fractions of the given fractions. Now see the next one. They have given here the next one about the like fractions and the unlike fractions. So what is the meaning of like fraction and unlike fraction? What is the meaning of like fraction? If the denominator value is same, the type of fractions we call it as an like fractions. If the denominator values are not same, the type of fractions we call it as an unlike fractions. So here let us consider here 2 by 5, 3 by 5, 7 by 5. These are all the examples of the like fractions because here the denominator is same. So what is the meaning of like fraction? If in a fraction the denominators are equal, such type of fractions we call it as a like fractions. So the reverse, unlike fraction is nothing but there is no condition here about the denominator. So here you can state it here 2 by 5, 3 by 7, 4 by 6. These are all the examples of the unlike fractions because here the denominators are not same. If the denominators are same, the type of fractions we call it as a like fractions, and if the denominators are not same, the type of fractions we call it as an unlike fractions. And after that, they have discussed about the simple fraction and a complex fraction. The next one, which is a simple fraction. So up to now, what are the fractions that we have discussed that all belongs to the simple fraction? So what is the meaning of the simple fraction? If the fraction is in the form of a by b, sum in the form of a by b, that type of fractions we call it as a simple fraction. observe here, you can consider here 2 by 5, 3 by 7, 9 by 11. These are all the examples of the simple fractions because these are the fractions which are in the form of a by b. Now, what about the complex fractions? If the fractions is in the form of sum a by b divided by c by d, such type of fractions we call it as a complex fraction. So, up to now what we have discussed, that all belongs to the simple fraction. What is the meaning of simple fraction? If the fraction is in the form of a by b, that type of fractions we call it as a simple fraction. These are the examples. And if the fraction is in the form of sum a by b divided by c by d, that means if you are multiplying two fractions, dividing two fractions, that type of fractions we call it as a complex fractions. You can see here the example 1 by 2 divided by 3 by 2. This is an example of the complex fractions. And after few definitions, we will discuss how to divide these types of fractions. So, what is the meaning of simple fraction? If the fraction is in the form of sum a by b, that is nothing but the simple fraction. And if the fraction is in the form of a by b divided by c by d, that type of fractions we call it as a complex fractions. And after that, they have given here about the comparing of fractions a by b and c by d. So here the next one. If you have given the fractions a by b and c by d, how do you compare these fractions? Comparing is nothing but either you have to say whether these two fractions are greater or lesser or equal to. This is nothing but the comparison. So here directly you can say it here, if AD is greater than BC, then we can say it here A by B is greater than C by D. This is the first one. And similarly here, if AD is less than BC, then we can state it here A by B is less than C by D. And the third condition, if AD is equal to BC, then we can say here A by B is equal to C by D. Up to now we have discussed how to compare two fractions. Suppose if you have given here two fractions 1 by 2 and 3 by 2. Here you can observe that these are the like fractions, so you can easily identify here what is the biggest fraction by comparing the numerators. Since here the denominators are same, you can compare the numerators. Since 3 is the bigger value, you can say that here 1 by 2 is less than 3 by 2. Suppose if you have given the unlike fractions, so if you have given here 3 by 4 and 4 by 5. How do you identify which fraction is the smaller fraction or which fraction is the bigger fraction? Here, for that reason, what we have done up to now, we have converted this fraction into the like fractions, and after that we have converted. But there is no need to do anything. If you follow this one, directly you can say here which fraction is the bigger fraction or which fraction is the smaller fraction. For that reason, you need to cross multiply here. Here you can observe that AD, BC. Here we have written AD, BC, AD, BC and AD, BC. That means you need to find the value of A and D and the value of B and C. So what is the value of A into D here? 3 into 5, which is 15. Similarly here, what is the value of C and D? Which is 4 into 4, which is 16. Now here, you can compare these two numbers. You know that 15 is less than 16. So we can say that this fraction is less than this fraction. This is the simplest way to check the comparison of the two fractions. Here, if you want to compare the two fractions here, there is no need to do the LCM or there is no need to convert these fractions into the like fractions. Nothing we can do it here. Just check it here, this value AD and BC. If you can check these two values, if this value is greater, we can say that those two fractions are greater. Let us consider here one more example. If you want to find, consider here some 9 by 2 and 3 by 9. If you want to compare these two fractions, so here what we need to do, just you need to cross multiply. Here 9 9s are 81 and here 3 2s are 6. You know that here 81 is greater than 6. So simply you can say here 9 by 2 is greater than 3 by 9. Just you can check like this, but and 9, and after that we will convert both these fractions into the like fractions. After that we can say which is the greater fraction or which is a smaller fraction. But if you take these values, if you take these inequalities, from clearly these inequalities you can state which fraction is the bigger and which fraction is the smaller. Now here they have given here the addition and the subtraction of the fractions. In the next session, okay, here let us see here the addition and the subtraction of the fractions. So here how to add two fractions and how to add and how to subtract two fractions. This we are going to see now. Again, if you have given the like fractions 1 by 4 and 2 by 4. Here we are adding the two like fractions. So clearly you can add here the numerators. So what you will get here 1 plus 2, which is nothing but 3 by 4. Suppose if you want to subtract two like fractions, let us consider here 3 by 4 minus 1 by 4. Since here the denominators are same, you can subtract the numerators. So what you will get here 2 by 4. This one you can directly do if you have given a like fraction. Suppose if you are not given a like fractions, how do you add two like fractions and how do you subtract two like fractions? Consider here something 1 by 2 plus 3 by 4. Here you can observe that here these are not the like fractions because here the denominators are not same. So how to add these two fractions here? So this one you can do it in two ways. One thing you can do, you can take the LCM of the denominators, or otherwise you can change these fractions into the like fractions. So here let us solve by both of the methods. First let us go for the like fractions. Suppose if you want to change this one into the like fraction, how do you do here? Here 1 by 2 is there. Consider here 1 by 2. Here what is the denominator here? 4. So here if you want to change the denominator as 4, which number you need to multiply here? Here you need to multiply with 2 and divided by 2. Because you know that 2 into 2 which is 4. So this one you will get as 2 by 4. So we have converted this 1 by 2 as 2 by 4. So in place of 1 by 2, you can write it as 2 by 4 and what is left out which is 3 by 4. Now you can observe here the denominators are same. Now you can add the numerators so that you will get here 5 by 4. This is the first method, conversion of these values. Now see the next one. Here you need to take the LCM of these two values. So how do you solve this one? Consider the LCM of 2 and 4. You know how to find the LCM. So you know that in 2 table you will get all these two values, 2 ones are 2 and 2 twos are 4. Similarly here 2 ones are 2. So what is the LCM here, which is 2 into 2 which is 4. So you can take it here the LCM as 4. Now you need to check here in 2 table when you will get 4. You know that 2 into 2 which is 4. So you need to multiply with 2. 2 into 1 which gives you here 2. Similarly here in 4 table when you will get 4 which is nothing but 4 into 1. So that one you need to multiply here 1 into 3 which is 3. So what is the value of 2 plus 3 which is 5 by 4. So this is the second method. So by using any of the method you can add the fractions. The first one by converting it into the like fraction or otherwise by taking the LCM of the denominators. The same process you can go for the subtraction. And in the next session we are going to see the remaining types of the fractions.